I wanted to tell a different kind of story today. Not a story of an exemplar or paragons, but a story of normal people who are still working their way through this life rather than the next. And this is my story as well, to a degree. Not very long ago, a group of Imperial heroes ventured into the Barrens to help a struggling Dornish house, House de Courtenay. Now, House de Courtenay's lands were in the Barrens. They were close to Summerhome, close to Broceliand, but very much in the Barrens. Barrens, for some time, has been a Druge holding, and so they had this slight problem. That problem being that they were stuck. They had night magic, powerful night magic, a shroud of some kind that hid them from the Druge. It wasn't enough, it was failing. Their time had run out, they needed to evacuate. But with the magic failing, they didn't have time. You can't just evacuate that many people on a whim. You need resources, safe roads. The lawn in Broceliand had been agitated. There were husks on the roads, on the trods. They needed to be cleared. The Druge were patrolling, scouting, and coming closer and closer to the edge of the magic's protection, and that magic's protection was failing. They needed help. They asked their friends, their allies of Dawn, to come and aid them, to come and give them support. And some rallied. I don't know exactly how many. Dozens, though. Dozens of people from across the Empire, not just Dawn. Mostly not Dawn, probably. Came to help these people they did not know. And all they knew was that they were in trouble and that they needed help. And so they came. They came to help the de Courtenays evacuate their people, to protect them, to clear the trods and let their people escape, to make sure they had enough food and supplies. But they didn't stop there. A number of the de Courtenays' people had been captured by the Druge, put into slave camps. They decided they were going to go and free those people, disrupt the slave camps and free them all from the Druge. They did that. They freed the slaves. And they did not stop there. Because, you see, they heard that the Jews didn't just have slave camps. They didn't just have monsters to defeat. There wasn't just the forlorn and the husks to worry about. But there were all of those things. There weren't just giant bees and so on. The Druge have been creating tortured souls. If you don't know what a tortured soul is, if you've never had to face one in battle, I am honestly glad for you, for they are one of the worst abominations the Druge has ever come up with. They take an Imperial, someone strong-willed, someone defiant, and over time, no matter how long it takes, they break them. They do whatever it takes to break this strong, virtuous Imperial, to drive them mad. the result of their machinations, their sorceries, their tricks, is a tortured soul. A spirit unshackled from its body, which will die over and over and over again, fighting, maiming and killing its former comrades. They must be exorcised, and that merely banishes them for a time. There is a method, I believe, to return their spirits to the natural order, to the labyrinth, and let the soul be free. I don't know it. For some people, we're in the sort of soul camps of the Druge. We're being tortured, manipulated. I was one of those. I was in the tortured souls camp that the Druge had in the Barrens, near the Courtney Estates. Those heroes did not stop at freeing the slaves. They did not stop at beating the Druge's monsters. They freed those of us who were in the tortured souls camps as well, who were on the way to becoming tortured souls, who had not yet broken. They also did what they could for those who had been broken, but as I said, it is very difficult to free those souls. So this is the story I wanted to tell today. Not a story of grand adventure or exemplars or paragons, but mere ordinary heroes doing what needed to be done and showing everyone what it means to be a hero, what it means to have virtue. They did not flinch, they did not falter. When someone said, "We need help," they stepped up. Without question, they showed up and asked, "What can we do? How can we help? What do you need?" And when they were told, they did it. Now, I can't say that every individual on that expedition was as virtuous as the others, but that spirit, that is what it means to be a hero, to be glorious, to be virtuous, is to step up and do what you can. Not just when you are asked, but when it is right to do so. Virtue is an action. Loyalty is not merely in words, but in deeds as well. These people showed loyalty, not just to the Empire, but to people they didn't know, to strangers. They helped them when they needed it. That is the message I wanted to bring to you today. A message from a former slave, a former victim of the Druge. A message of virtue, but ordinary virtue, or perhaps extraordinary, but what should be ordinary, that spirit of just doing it because it is there to be done. My name is Galeas Seeker, troubadour and knight errant of dawn. I hope my story has helped somewhat. Perhaps it has inspired you to do something. If it has, I'll be glad. If not, then the fact that it has been shared and told and people know of it will be enough for now.